All right, this is the infamous Chevrolet 6.5 diesel. It was used from, I don't know, early 90s up until like 99 or so, until they came out with the Duramax. It's IDI, you know, pre-cup, indirect injection kind of a thing. Now I bought this off of a guy from Facebook Marketplace. It's supposed to be rebuilt. It is a 599 block, which is like the 93, early 94 block, which is supposed to be higher nickel, no oil squirters, thicker web, you know, less prone to cracking, that kind of thing. Injection pump, it's got a little surface rust on a couple of the screws, some schmutz or whatever, but other than that, it looks pretty good. The motor itself, you know, it looks decent. It's been sitting here for a while. So what we're going to do is, I think we are going to take the valve covers off, look at the rockers. We'll take the intake off. That'll let us, you know, we'll take this this water neck off as well. Whatever we have to take off, we'll take off. But we want to crack one of these heads off of here, maybe both. I don't know, but pop a head off, and we'll look at the head. Right, we're going to look between the valves. You know, is there any cracking? Do the valves look good? You know, and look like they seal properly? All that, you know, all the good stuff. And then from there, we'll rotate the motor over a 180. Take the pan off. Maybe I'll pop a main cap off. Look at those bearings. You know, look new, unscored, good, etc. Probably take, you know, one of the rod caps off and look at the journals, look at those bearings. Just make sure everything looks good. All right, that intake looks pretty good. Looks like it's been sandblasted, cleaned, etc. Injection pump looks good. Take this valve cover off. Looks clean under here. And of course, that wasn't even a gasket. Just gasket maker, which, you know, it's going to leak anyway, so does it even matter? Probably not. Gaskets are new, so everything is not corroded. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to kick you there, but you probably had it coming, so it's all right. All right, I see dots on everything to indicate torque spec. That's good. I see the remains of some engine building lubricant. You know, I never really like these little plastic caps retaining these things, but I guess it is what it is. All right, I'm going to put you on pause again here. I'm going to find some blue tape, magic marker, some cardboard to poke these through and just make sure everything goes exactly where it should. So hold on. And when I was taking those out, I don't see anything horrible. These valves and keepers, they look new. I don't know if the order of these matters, as far as longer, shorter. You know, some of them have thread sealant because they go into water jackets, etc. I don't really know. So let's just err on the side of caution. Now I do see like some I don't even know what that is. Junk. This one's had some water in it. This one is not. So what I'll need to do, maybe hit these with some WD and just wipe them out first, just to see what it does. I'll probably dingle ball home this thing. It's all cleaning off so far. Even if there's no significant rust damage to these cylinder walls, as far as, and by that I mean there's no pitting, there are no marks that can be felt with the fingernail. Even if that doesn't exist, there's enough filth from it just sitting that I think the whole thing needs to be taken apart. Both heads off, pan off, rods and mains, take all the pistons out, main caps off, take the crank out, make sure there's no rust on anything, thoroughly clean this whole thing, and then go ahead and do a light, probably like a dingle ball hone on the cylinders, on each of these cylinders here, and just to make sure that it's like crosshatch, smooth, no pitting, no scarring, no staining, no nothing, right? Want to make sure it's just looking good. And I can also clean up the pistons and look at the rings and make sure that's good. I don't expect, so far everything I can tell has been legitimately rebuilt, right? So one thing I'm really looking for now is dirt or rust or schmutz, just kind of where it shouldn't be, right? We'll go through, clean it all up. And another thing I think is a good idea with these 6.5s, they're pretty high compression. It was like 21-to-1 or something like that, or 20, or anyway, it's very high. Now, this head gasket is cooked, right? It's cooked. It's, this is not being reused for anything. So I think a thick head gasket to lower the static compression of this engine would be a good call. With the thicker head gasket and the lower static compression, a person could then add an HX35 turbo and just run more boost. So you're going to end up with the same, cylinder pressure, but you're only going to put that pressure on the head when you need it, not just when you're cruising around. So another thing we might do, and I don't know, I'll just have to talk to the guy that was wanting or possibly wanting to buy this. In that USPS flat rate bag are a set of ARP head studs for a 6.5 diesel. So I guess we could also head stud this while it's out of the vehicle, while it's here. Hopefully when I'm done, we'll have documented everything, right? We'll know that every single thing is up to snuff. We'll know that everything is lubed, everything is replaced that needed to be replaced, everything is sealed properly. So I think that's where I'm gonna cut it off for right now. I may go ahead and post this, you know, just I'll have a quick look at the footage, see if it's kind of worthwhile, but it might be worthwhile. So get these bores cleaned up and just really see what we're working with. You know, I don't see anything so far that's making me think that this is no good or this is a boat anchor, other than just like dirt dauber nests now mixed with WD-40, which makes a nice coating of mud here. So anyway, I'll get rid of that stuff, and we'll have a look at it, you know, just see if it's any good. I'll go ahead and post this, and you know, I'll probably put a little link in the 6.5 Facebook groups just so you guys can have a quick look. I know the lighting is pretty bad, so I've ordered some LED lighting, get a little bit better lighting on this situation. This is as good as it gets right now. I've got the headlights on my dually on, but that's only gonna do so much, right? All right, so after I post this, and maybe one or two of you guys get a chance to look at it, you know, post some comments, let me know your thoughts. You know, are the things that I should be looking out for? You know, drop some knowledge on me, let me know. Even if you just want to tell me I'm an idiot, that's cool too. Just, you know, just let me know.